Out-of-place artifacts, 𝐻𝐻, are objects that appear to be out of context with respect to the historical period or geographical area in which they are discovered. These artifacts, according to accepted knowledge, should not exist in certain epochs or civilizations. They are too technologically advanced or belong to cultures that could not have created them. These finds are fascinating because they suggest the possibility of lost knowledge, cultural or technological advancements that predate known history. 𝐻𝐻 is often used to hypothesize alternative scenarios, such as advanced ancient civilizations or unexplained interactions between peoples. Therefore, they pose a challenge for archaeologists and historians as they question the boundaries of our historical understanding and open the door to new interpretations of the past. Since the dawn of civilization, humans have felt an urge to document, gather, and preserve their knowledge and beliefs. From Egyptian papyrus scrolls containing early medical and religious texts to medieval manuscripts that describe the natural world and the cosmos, every era has left behind written testimonies of its worldview. These ancient texts are much more than mere books. They encapsulate the knowledge, philosophy, and dreams of entire civilizations, transporting us back in time and allowing us to explore history with fresh eyes. Yet some of these manuscripts remain incompletely understood, evolving into unsolved enigmas. One of the most famous among them is the Voynich Manuscript, a book that has traveled through centuries without ever revealing its secrets. Discovered by chance and studied by generations of linguists, cryptographers, and enthusiasts, the Voynich Manuscript represents one of the greatest mysteries in ancient literature, with its indecipherable language and bewildering images. Every page seems to suggest a hidden meaning, a concealed truth that no one has yet unlocked. What does this manuscript really contain? Where did it come from? And most importantly, who wrote it and for what purpose? Let's dive deeply into the history, content, and countless theories surrounding this extraordinary and enigmatic book. The modern history of the Voynich Manuscript began in 1912, when Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish-born rare book dealer, discovered it in a Jesuit monastery, Villa Mondragone, near Frascati in Italy. The book, which at first glance appeared to be ancient and unique, immediately captured Voynich's attention, as he realized he had an exceptional work in his hands. The manuscript, now catalogued as MS 408, had likely been part of the Jesuits' extensive collection of ancient texts, often acquired through inheritances or donations from nobles and scholars. Intrigued by the strange text and illustrations, Voynich devoted years of his life and substantial resources to attempt to decipher it, or at least uncover its origins. Since then, the manuscript has changed hands multiple times, drawing increasing interest from scholars and cryptographers around the world. Today, the manuscript is housed in the Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library at Yale University, where it remains available for study, even though many of its pages are still shrouded in mystery. The Voynich Manuscript consists of 240 pages of vellum, though some pages may be missing. The pages are written in an unknown language, referred to as Voynichese, and are illustrated with intricate, surreal images that appear to be organized into thematic sections. Carbon dating has determined that the manuscript was created in the early 15th century, between 1404 and 1438, during the European Renaissance. However, its exact place of origin and the identity of its author remain unknown. The Voynich Manuscript is divided into various thematic sections, each featuring unique characteristics. These sections have been classified based on the illustrations, as the text remains incomprehensible. The botanical section. This is the largest part of the manuscript, filled with drawings of plants that range from realistic to imaginary. Some plants seem to have features resembling known species, but none have been conclusively identified. Some scholars believe these illustrations may be symbolic or allegorical, rather than representations of real plants. The astronomical and astrological section. This section includes astronomical and astrological diagrams with depictions of constellations, concentric circles, and zodiac symbols. There are also images of female figures, often nude, who appear to be linked to lunar cycles and star movements. Astrology in the 15th century was closely related to medicine and knowledge of natural rhythms, so this section may have been intended to guide the reader in interpreting astrological influences on health or nature. The biological or anatomical section. One of the most enigmatic parts of the manuscript, this section shows nude women, often immersed in structures resembling tubes or channels. Some scholars speculate that these might represent a symbolic or even anatomical system, like a diagram of bodily functions. According to certain interpretations, these figures could represent the cycle of life, connected to alchemical theories of rebirth and purification. The pharmacological and recipes section. Here we find images of objects resembling containers, vessels, and tools for preparing herbs and medicinal substances. Next to these illustrations, there are paragraphs of text that could describe procedures or recipes. This section suggests a possible medical or herbal use of the manuscript, perhaps as a manual of natural remedies. The origins and meaning of the Voynich Manuscript have inspired a wide range of theories and speculations. Cryptographic theory. The most widespread theory is that the manuscript was written in code. Various experts, including military cryptographers, have attempted to uncover a cipher to decode it, but all efforts have been unsuccessful. Some believe it contains a sophisticated code based on a known language from the time, but no medieval European or Eastern language has been identified as a possible origin. Medical or alchemical manual. Some suggest that the manuscript was written by a medieval physician or alchemist. During that period, medical practices and alchemy were often intertwined with symbolism and abstraction. According to this theory, the plants and female figures in channels could represent healing procedures or herbal knowledge. Elaborate hoax or creative exercise. Some scholars argue that the manuscript might be a hoax. According to this theory, a medieval artist created the manuscript to confuse collectors or simply as an artistic experiment, using an invented script and surreal illustrations. Lost language and culture hypothesis. A less accepted theory is that the manuscript might represent a lost language and culture. This hypothesis suggests it could be the only surviving text from an unknown civilization, passed down as a unique testament to an unfamiliar knowledge. Extraterrestrial or supernatural theory. More speculative and imaginative theories propose that the manuscript is of extraterrestrial origin or a sacred text from an ancient people that holds undiscovered truths about the universe. Some of the world's most renowned experts in cryptography and linguistics have dedicated years to studying the Voynich Manuscript. William Friedman, one of America's leading cryptographers, attempted to decipher it, but without success. In recent years, artificial intelligence and linguistic analysis techniques have been employed to try and identify repetitive patterns in the text, hoping to discover an underlying language. But all attempts have so far been in vain. Recent studies have hypothesized that the grammatical structure of the text exhibits a complexity akin to a real language, but no known language has yet been matched to it. Centuries later, the Voynich Manuscript continues to defy our understanding, inspiring new studies and theories. It is an enigma that invites us to ponder the limits of our knowledge and the many facets of the human mind. This book serves as a reminder of how mysterious our past can be, and it shows us that not every question finds an answer. Hi, I'm John. Our journey into mystery continues. If you want to uncover more hidden truths and answers to the greatest enigmas, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Together we'll explore the unknown, and who knows what secrets we'll find.